We all want to know at the end of our life that we've contributed to a mission, that we've contributed to the people around us, that we've contributed maybe to a company by delivering excellent work and services to our career. Whatever it is, feeling fulfilled only come when you know you've contributed. And this is a really big mission that we all have as humans, to find more ways to contribute at higher levels in our lives. But I know it's not easy. I know on a daily basis it might be tricky to feel that you are contributed the way you're supposed to do. Maybe you're stuck in a role at the moment where you've done a good job, but you're kind of stuck. You're kind of like reach the end of what else can I contribute to in this company or in this role. Maybe you just don't have the sense of contribution at all. It happens if you are in a career that is not meant for you, that you might not be feeling right now that whatever you do makes a difference. Maybe you are contributing already, but you are like, there is more in me. There is more I can do. I have other strength I could be using. Whatever I'm doing right now is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I can go to another level. I can do to the next level. Maybe you are contributing, but you feel it's not moving as fast as I want, and I don't know exactly what else I could be doing to go even further there. And I understand you perfectly. I was stuck not contributing in my professional career for 10 years. When I left high school, I decided to go for science in scientific career because that's what I was good at. I was good at mathematics, chemistry, physics when I was at school, and I follow up with that. I had some interest into cosmetics and products for consumers, and I thought, okay, let me just do master in science, PhD in science. The problem is when I did my PhD, I realized I didn't like science, so you know, I liked it, but it was not such a strong interest. And what was very important there is that I was good at it, but I did not feel that I was contributing. And I kept working in this industry. I was recognized for my contribution. I was doing great work, promoted, but at no point did I felt that is what I'm meant to do. And also very importantly, I was like, I don't see myself do that for the future as well, because this lack of sense of contribution is really not helping me stay motivated, stay engaged, and perform at my best. So I've learned a lot now moving towards a coaching career where I feel much more in the right place to contribute. And what I've learned particularly is that when it comes to contribution and optimizing it and bringing it to another level, sometimes we just stay very reactive and very disaligned with ourselves. Very reactive because we sometimes wait for opportunity to show up or people to give us a chance to actually already start working where we know we can contribute more. And sometimes we also are not really clear about what is the best way for us to contribute. So we kind of tend to do opportunities that are a bit disaligned with who we are. And obviously for the long-term contribution, it doesn't really help. So I want to help you there because it doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to be reactive and waiting for opportunities. You don't have to keep trying things and still be disaligned with yourself. You can do better and already optimize your current contribution if you are more mindful about what actually contribution means to you and how you are bringing it through your days. And I want to share with you 3 areas where you need to get your brain thinking around when you're thinking about contribution. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and try to guide you in this process. The first thing I want to talk about when it comes to contribution is your productivity levels. Sometimes when we are a person who wants to contribute, usually we do a great job as well, and that means that we end up with plenty of opportunity, plenty of tasks that people feel, okay, this person is good at what she does, so let me just put more on her plate, or let me just always give her this type of role because she is good at it, so probably she likes it. And it's not always the case. So you need to be very, very specific when you're working on what you're putting your time on and try to maximize time where you feel you are contributing. So I really want you to think about that right now in your current days. What are the tasks and activities where you feel, yes, when I do this, I'm contributing to something. I'm using my strength, I'm serving a purpose. That's a good part of me, and I really want to do more of that. Look at what you are enjoying the most. Look at where you feel this task, I should always say yes, because they're really helping me feel that I'm making a difference. And be very, very, very sharp there. Be very fierce as well to defend your boundaries, because that's going to make a big difference. If you can bring more tasks in your days where you feel you're contributing, where you feel you are performing at your best as well, that is going to really help you increase your perceived levels of contribution and also contribute at another level because you're going to be more engaged and motivated. So have a think there, what makes me feel contributing, and how can I bring more of this through my days and through my weeks as well. And the second thing I want you to think about is personal growth. What I see sometimes with people who want to contribute is that they think they have to be selfless and altruistic and just do things for other people without getting something from themselves in the process. And that doesn't have to be the case. Contribution towards other and towards the mission is a big piece of the contribution. But if you feel that you are not receiving anything back for yourself, that you are not learning or growing, you are not going to be able to keep your motivation high. You are not going to feel that you are contributing at the highest level either. So I really want you to think there of what is something that could, at the same time that you are contributing and serving people, help you also feel that you are personally growing, that you are learning something, that you are developing into a better version of yourself. Be specific. Maybe there are strengths that you know you have naturally, but they are not so obvious for other people. So right now they might be underused. So go have a look. Where can be opportunities where I can use this other strength I know I have and make them more visible for everyone and for myself as well. Maybe you should also think about what are the tasks that right now are giving me a sense of growth, and maybe see if there is any way you can bring more of this task into your days as well while contributing to a mission. So I really think about what do you want to grow into? What is your future for yourself, for your own developments, and find a way to integrate that in the contribution. So maybe you find a volunteering opportunity where it's helping you develop a certain skill. For instance, if you say, you know what, in a couple of years I want to be a leader, but right now you don't have the opportunity in your current role at work to show these leadership skills, and you know you have them and you just want to play around, maybe find a volunteering opportunity that is going to give you this ability to do that. So really think like this of where you can mix contribution to the outer world, but also from your own self, contribute to your own developments. And the last thing I want you to have a look at is the future as well. One of the things for contributors in general want to keep contributing. I don't think it stops once you've done a good contribution in a certain field, but that means that you also need to be mindful about how can you keep contributing at a good level in your company, in another mission, in your family or other people around you, if that's where you want to have more contribution. So really think about, in a longer period of time, what needs to happen. So what could be the gaps if you look in 5 years and you say, okay, this is how I think this thing is going to evolve in the next 5 years. Where are the gaps that you can fill? Where are the areas where either you have strength right now that you can start putting in motion to actually create this future, or maybe you think, oh, you know what, in the future, this is going to be a big problem for my company, for instance. Okay, now I'm going to start building this strength because that's going to contribute in the future. So really have a look about what is going to be relevant for you in the future, what is going to be needed. Where do you see a connection again between who you want to become and how you can serve? I've really this think about where are the gaps for the future. And I can just give you an example. I was talking to a person in a startup recently, and they were saying, yes, we have very, very big growth in the startup, which is really great. But the problem is we are growing so fast that we are going to struggle to recruit people further, or we are going to struggle to, when we change size and when we scale up, of how we can still create a sense of community between the different employees. And all of this is like future problems that this person was already thinking about and looking, okay, how can I contribute and already help prevent this thing to happen? So it's really to give you some ideas of how you can also build yourself future-proof, let's say, to make sure you keep contributing and you keep enjoying what you do, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You want to contribute daily and you want to start also preparing your future for that. So I've really thought about how you can bring productively more enjoyment moments of contribution through your days. Have a look how you can also combine that with your personal growth, and also have a look at how you can build the future that you are also looking forward to contribute towards. And you're going to see, once you do that, you're going to feel more proactive, you're going to feel more aligned with what you want and not just what the rest of the world wants from you and what other people need from you. You're going to bring it back home a little bit more, and that's also going to help you maximize your level of contribution and feel even more engaged and have even more reason to go contribute out there every day.